Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. I am Tom, and we're playing Revheads today. And this game allows you to be male or female. You can't really create a character. You get one of these two, and that's it. Kind of thing. And then there's different modes that just gives you different money, and that's literally all that changes with the difficulty. So you got $100, 10,000, or 100,000 kind of thing. Really doesn't matter what you pick. The game is not any different. Like the difficulty is just money wise at the starting of the game. It's that's the only that's the only thing that changes every time that I've ever actually tried is just the funds. At least that's what I've noticed. Because the game has or it continually gets more difficult as you play, and no matter what you pick at the starting, it's equally the same. It's just what funds you start out with. And yes, it's goofy graphics, but it's a great game.
There's so much for you to see. Just follow road signs to find new locations, races, and shops. This place is full of Revheads. I know you're a good driver, but to earn their respect, you'll also have to be a good mechanic. You can find the local races at the petrol stations or parking areas. Each place has its own name. Just check the signs to get familiar with an area. If you see a broken car, tow it to my garage. We're almost at North, a little town and a great place for Revheads like me. You can find petrol stations, shops, garages, races, and a motel here. Everything a Revhead needs. I built a small racetrack right behind my garage. You can test your cars or go racing there. Others know it as the backyard. See my garage? That's where we build our cars. There is so much we can do. I already signed you up for a race. I rented you a room, get some sleep, and get ready for tomorrow.
Alrighty, so that's the beginning of the game. It's pretty simple, and I mean, you don't really get to walk around that much. You can, like, kind of pick stuff. But we're supposed to sleep until morning. And honestly, after this part, you don't actually physically ever have to come back to the motel. And then, if you leave there, you automatically come here. And then it says check project list for vehicles. So you gotta replace oil filter with a new one, wash the car, coolant, oil, and finish a race. So then you go to the repair thing, you gotta lift the vehicle. And then I gotta move stuff around. Where the hell are we at? Show parts list. Scroll down to oil filter. You can remove it. Then we gotta open the newspaper. Oh, wrong. Yeah, that was it. Select. It ain't working. Alright, whatever. Well, I don't remember. Oh, hide. No, I want hit square. Not bad. Alright, go here. And then you scroll over. We gotta find an oil filter for whatever this car was. I don't remember what kind of car it is. What car was this? I guess. And dang it, I'm failing. I don't know what the hell car it was. Gosh darn it. Gura? No, I don't know. Whatever, we'll just find an oil filter. We just scroll through here, and engines or filters. Oh, okay, so it's a Pana, and it's lit up, I guess. My bad. So then you just buy it. Yes, I'll take it. And then you got a new oil filter. Then you go over here, go back to the engine, click oil filter, install. And it's installed. So then you lower the vehicle again. And then you stroll over, you add oil. And then you can pick what oil you want. You can do normal oil, sports oil, or race oil. But it's not my car, so I'm not gonna fucking do that. Water, you can add water, and then you can give her a quick scrubby, and then it's done. And then it's race day. I have no idea if I have it in auto or what. How the fuck do I shift? Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. But yeah, it's a goofy ass racing game. It's fun. And you can just pretty much build whatever you want when you get a bunch of money. And there's a decent amount of cars in the game. And you can like completely make them the way that you want them. It don't have to be like one kind of car. You can fucking throw suspension parts off a truck on a car. You can just make everything happen. The only thing that, as far as I know, that this game does not have is nitrous. But everything else is like turbo, supercharged, and shit like that. And when you drive around the map and shit, you actually physically have to put fuel in your cars. You have to check everything, make sure your car's able to race. And there's a shite ton of motors, shite ton of everything. The game is crazy. For what it is. I mean, graphics are mid, even on the highest setting. But at the end of the day, the game plays really, really well. It's fun to play, and it's a good racing game. And yes, it does have damage, but it has wear and tear to your vehicles, so you'll have to repair them and stuff, and all that stuff. Like, it's not like Car Mechanic Sim where you build a car and no matter what you do with it, it don't get damaged. This game, the car will get damaged over time. Even if you don't crash, it'll still get wear and tear, so you'll have to repair parts, replace parts, so on and so forth. And stuff. And honestly, I enjoy the crap out of it. It's fun. And I played the crap out of this on PS5. And yeah, you get paid after everything. And I have a mission. So this is parking garage, so that's my current car I start with. We talk to this guy. He'll give you a job. Parking garage. I guess we're supposed to... Then you can like tow it to the garage, kind of thing. We don't want to do that yet. Okay, fix this car and get back to the owner. Done. Just boiled my water. Oh. Alright. So it's either a radiator. Yeah. I can fix the radiator, cooling fan fixed. I don't think it needs a water pump. I don't know if there's an actual water pump in the game. Thermostat's good, water pump's good. So it was just a coolant issue, and we got that fixed. It shouldn't need antifreeze, but we can always check. That's an option. So oil, good. Antifreeze, low. So we'll put antifreeze in. It does not need to be washed. So then, back out of this screen, talk to this guy. Yep, finished. And then, there. And then you got another car to work on. Like, literally, this is how you make money. Drove off the track, sharp curve, now tires are flat. I've tried to inflate them, but it doesn't help. So the tires are shot up. So we got, how many bad tires? All three of them. Or all four. All four tires are shot. We need 245 20s. So we go through, and then set of used tires right there. Or we got a set of new tire right there. So we can buy all of them. And there's that. We can remove tire. Remove tire. Remove tire. Move tire. Hit tire. New tire. New tire. New tire. New tire. And back out of that. Hit this. Lower the car down. Talk to this guy. And yep, finished. Whoa, what? Hey. What did I miss? I must have missed something. Bro. Unless it's the rims, which we should be able to fix, I guess. Nothing else seems to be shot. Alright, so it was just the rims. Okay. Got $73 left in the budget. Which is fine, because car's done now. And then that's it. And then we pretty much keep doing that. And then this dude says that he needs petrol. And then you can go for a terrible, terrible walking animation to the fuel fucking container, or fuel pump. And then struggle your ass around to walk back in. This is the only time that you actually ever have to physically walk in the game, unless you actually want to walk and do stuff other than that. But yeah, and then in the newspapers, you can scroll through. These all are these vehicles right here. All vehicles you can buy if you have funds for them. And different ones have different things that they can do. Like, so if I buy the Ute, or the Naroon Ute, I can make that a tow truck. And then there's other versions of it which can't be a tow truck, like this big block version that's all crushed to shit. And stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to the cars. You can throw turbos off of random shit in it as long as you have the exhausts and stuff like that. And this is our current car, so we can see if it needs anything. I'm not even exactly sure, so it's all good. And it's like a 6-cylinder, nothing crazy. But if we want, we can go to engines. We can buy a V8 if we want. We can buy that V8. There's a bunch of stuff. We can throw different things in it, different stuff. But you always have to remember to have the exhaust for it and everything else as well. You can't use the factory exhaust on every vehicle. You can change rim and tire. Alright, Charlie. How about a race to show me your skills? If you win, sure, we'll take it. I don't remember how the hell to leave here. Oh, this one. Okay. Oh, we're in neutral. I'm pretty sure you can switch the camera too. I just don't remember how to. Like that. But yeah, this game's fun. I mean, you can build your car the way that you want to and all that stuff. And I guess I will whip around and I'll show you some of the shops since we're right here. And I know there's a map. We just had the map up. How the hell do we get the map up? There we go. So there's different areas of the map. So it shows you where everything's at. Kind of ordeal. And when you get it unlocked, you can fast travel to different stores. I think, if I remember right. Or no, you can't fast travel to the stores, but you can fast travel to the different raceways. And it depends on the time of the day, but I guess there's a pub. You can stop here. It's open. Then you can walk in. You check this. You can talk to people. And then you can just leave. And if you own a bunch of cars and say your garage is full, you can buy more garage space to put vehicles in. And then there's a tire shop here. It tells you what time that they're open. I guess the game really don't tell you what time it is. But if you pull up, you can physically go through and then look at tires. And scroll through, find the tires that you want for the size and stuff. And like that as well. And then same with the shop that's down here, which I don't think this is like performance, this is just regular stuff. Yeah, this is just regular car parts for these vehicles. So you can go in here and then you got every factory piece if you want factory pieces here. Kind of thing. Which is cool. And there's multiple other shops spread out through the world and all that stuff. And it's cool, it's fun, and honestly it's kind of enjoyable because you can pretty much upgrade your shit to whatever you want it to be. You can run if you get the right stuff, you can get a shit ton of turbos, or you can rock 2 turbos and a supercharger. You can get like super fast spark plugs and just like, I don't mean super fast, but I mean like you can get like high performance stuff, and like you can get like higher performance turbos, higher performance superchargers, exhaust, transmissions, motors, and everything from different shops instead of physically going and buying a used one or buying the factory ones and going from there. And every race is slightly different. I mean, this game is a decently made game. I really enjoy the game. I haven't played it on my PC except today, but I played the ever living crap out of this on my PS5, and I enjoyed every single bit of it. And I mean, other than the graphics, the game plays fantastically. It plays so well. And I have 0 issues with the game. I mean, sure, the walking animation and how you walk and shit is annoying as fuck, but I mean, other than that, the game is fantastic. The music in the background's okay, it's not terrible. The races are good, sometimes they're somewhat of a struggle, because some of them do require certain things. But, so, Project Car means your car, no limits, means you can run whatever. And then, some of the races, when you get down the line, which I don't have none of them unlocked, but they'll actually require a car at X amount of horsepower, or this car with this motor, this car and that, and shit like that. We'll do the race quickie. Oh, I don't have a car made, but no, I don't want to do this. That's not what I wanted. Okay. So if you want to make it race ready, you gotta go here and go into your store or the shop, and then go up top to these ones up in the corner, and you gotta hit the car, and then you gotta go over to select, and then that'll make that car available for the race. Or you can select a car. But so we'll try this, I guess. That's the only thing that sucks, is if you go and do one of these races, or you want to do a race and you don't have your car selected for that race, then it kind of fucking sucks. And then you have to go all the way back to your shop. And if you don't win the race, you don't win the race. It's fine. And your starting car sucks. Like, it's not fast by any means. And I did look last night, I do have all the DLCs. So one DLC is like turbos, exhaust, and stuff like that. One gives you convertible versions of all the cars, and the other one's like night mode, which adds like racing lights for nighttime for like rally cars and shit. But yeah, you see everybody's way faster than I am. And my car don't drift, my car don't do anything fun. So yeah, you can either upgrade the piss out of it before you do the race, or you can just slowly lose and work your way up, which is kind of cool. You pretty much start as a nobody and you have to work your way up, but that's how most racing games are, and yeah, it's kind of fun. It's enjoyable. And say, yeah, sure, we want different motor. We can go over here, go through, and we can click on it and see what the motors will actually give us. So it's new. This is 6967 CCM type V8, 536 horsepower, and X amount of torque. And you can buy it and then install it. Well, with that being said, you'll actually have to find a carburetor, like a V8 carburetor for the V8. And then, if need be, you'll have to go over to exhausts and find exhaust for it, or it's going to be louder than fuck, kind of thing. And if you want, you could put a turbo on it if you get the right exhausts and stuff like that. And yeah, that's cool. And there are rotary engines as well, but I don't see one on this list. And you also have to get drive belts and water pump and all that stuff for the V8 as well, which is interesting and fun and cool, and it actually changes everything. I mean, it don't change the look of the car technically, but yeah. Last time that I played the game, my main racer was one of these trucks, these ones, the Naroon Ute editions, I think. But I also had one as a tow truck, but if you want a tow truck, you can also get this and stuff like that. And you can go through the body, and then you can get like a T-beds are the tow truck version of the trucks. So T-beds will give you the tow truck option for the vehicles. I don't know if you have to buy the tow truck part itself. I don't remember. But if you get a T-bed, that gives you the ability to become a tow truck or make a tow truck. And when you build a tow truck, when you're driving around out in the world, you can find like that car that we drove past earlier that was on the side of the road, and you can tow it. And stuff like that. And there's a fuel gauge, there's a temp gauge on all the cars as long as you have them installed. And it'll tell you how much fuel you have and how hot you're getting, obviously. And I know I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, but fuck it. Because technically we're supposed to be on this side of the road. But yeah, this car's not fast by any means, the starting car. But it does do its job, and you can upgrade the piss out of it if you have money or want to. Or you can sell it and buy something else that you want. And yeah, sure, the graphics in the game are obviously mid, even with the highest, whatever you want to call it, highest graphics, which are on this game fantastic. And obviously it doesn't really change much. I mean, lower the graphics are obviously slightly worse, but I mean, the game's not perfect, but it's a fun game. And yeah, you can pretty much drive wherever you want. There's different raceways, different shit, different gas stations where you can get gas. And this, if I remember right, is like the Go Fast auto parts store. You can get all like the super stuff. Yeah, tuning. So, oh no, we just want tuning parts. So, Yura is like the super fast parts, like the good race stuffs. So, yeah. And as of right now, everything's stage 2 that you can buy. I don't know if there is a stage 3. But then you can get different tacks, different temp gauges, batteries. You can get different blocks. So you can go rotary blocks, you can get a 2-rotor or 4-rotor or whatever that V8 is. And then you got another V8 and then a V6. And yeah, all of them got decent horsepower, decent stuff, and you can just piss the ever frick out of them. And then you got like extreme air filters, oil filters. You can get suspension depending on what kind of suspension you want. You can get that from everywhere else. And then you can get like beefed up drive stuff, different transmissions, different gear ratios. And then there's exhaust, and then you got your boosters, so you got different types of turbos, superchargers, more superchargers, and then yeah, steering, body kits, carburetors, and then you're back to factory stuff. I think there's also differentials somewhere. I think differentials, yeah, right here. They're in the gear. So you got your these are all differentials, I guess. So you got Euro clutch 1, and then you got your different differentials and gearboxes. And they are all like stage 1 or whatever, and that's the highest that you can get, but different gear ratios, different stuff gives you better drag racing abilities, better off-roading, better this, and that. And there are 4-wheel drive ones as well. You just gotta find them. Because some vehicles are 4-wheel drive. And if I remember right, they say somewhere. Unless it's just the gearboxes that matter. But I think some of them do say that they're 4 or 2. So I think R2s are 2-wheel drive and R4s are 4-wheel drive. Yeah. It says drive 4-wheel drive. So. And then R's are rear-wheel drive. I guess I should have looked at that. And then you got locking differentials and all that stuff as well. This game has a lot of stuff, a lot of everything. I kind of wish I could just port my PS5 version over to this so I could show you guys what I have. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. And I guess going back to the shop, everything has a weight. So you actually have to physically buy it and then carry it to your shop. You can't fast travel with it. But I guess we'll go back in here quick. And it would be nice if you could get out and walk to the door, but so we got that car, and everything tells you like it's that weight, 9 units and stuff like that. And then up in this corner up here, it says available capacity 125 kgs. So we only have just a wee little bit until we're full. so we can't carry a whole bunch. So say you buy a bunch of stuff and you're way over your limit, you can't physically buy it because you can't carry it in the vehicle that you're driving. So you gotta work around that, and if you buy a truck, you can carry more stuff. And I think you can, like, yeah, you can go straight to your garage, but I think if you're carrying something, you can't. And everything has its own, like, weight limit, and these guys are like people that you can find on the road, and like it explains what they have and everything and what makes them all cool and shit. So this is 4-wheel drive, differential. It's got 1340 horsepower, boost times 2 turbos, and a supercharger, mid-sized. Got off-road tire, and all that stuff. And then yeah, you can buy like pretty much brand new or like newest vehicles, or you can buy completely wrecked ones. They're just completely shook. And if I remember right, these ones right here are the ones with the twin turbos. So if you buy one, you can. For a while there, if I wanted like a twin turbo setup, I'd just buy these cars, take everything that I wanted off of them, replace them, and then sell them. Because all that I wanted were the turbo exhaust and setups. But we can buy this shitty old. This is a new truck. I kind of want a junk one. So if I want a junk one or something, you can always buy new newspapers and stroll through them, and they'll have different vehicles, different dimensions, different amount of everything. So this guy's got the same setup: 2 turbos, mid-size, supercharger, off-road tires, stuff like that. And then we can look through this, and so we got a convertible, we got a used one there. Those things are expensiver than frick. There's a wrecked one right here. We will most likely buy that one. There's a wrecked truck here too. Well, that's expensive. We don't want to throw all of our money. There's a wrecked car there. So I wouldn't say all the cars, but most of the cars have like the Ute version, which is like the truck version of the car. So yeah. So this would have a truck bed, like this one does, except this one's wrecked. This one's not. And if they're used, obviously you have to like look at parts and stuff and make them run right. And if they're wrecked, well, obviously you gotta replace body panels and all that stuff. But we'll buy this one. And it's got a V8 in it already, so that's decent. And stuff like that. But we'll just take it, close, go to the parking garage, and it'll be over here. Then we can tow it to the shop, and it obviously looks like it's wrecked. And you can redo the body panels and everything. Like, there's the dent remover, which is going to cost $5,000 to fix it. Right now. Does it even start? I doubt it. Nah. So you gotta check coolant and oil. But I'm not gonna put oil or coolant in it if I'm gonna replace the motor. So, but yeah, that's kind of how it works. There's different stuff. You can buy parts for them off the magazine if you want, or you can actually go to stores and buy stuff. And if you want to keep your body all shitty looking, you can. And it pretty much, if you lift it and show parts list, it'll tell you what's all wrong with it, what needs to be replaced, on everything. So your gearbox shot, clutch is shot, differential is shot, half shaft is shot, half shafts are all rough, steering is pretty much rough, taillights are crap, dashboard's crap, kind of ordeal. Some of the stuff, like if it's not super low, you can fix them, and some stuff you can't. The exhaust is pretty much shot, and different exhausts give you more horsepower too, and all that stuff. But yeah, pretty much this whole goddamn car is shot, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, because we can build it later. But yeah, like it's a fun game, and they give you options to do stuff. Like you can lower this and make it fucking drag car. You can do whatever you want with it. And you can paint them, you can do whatever. And when you get I think when you get it like powered up or get max power, you can do like different like spark ratings and like timing and shit in this, I think, if I remember right. And then you can paint it, paint your rims, paint body, and then you can do different liveries. Then you can change your color of stuff, you can paint your rims. And then just to repaint it the factory color right now it's 490. So yeah. And then yeah, it's fun. It's got a lot of stuff to do, and if you don't like the vehicle that you have right now, you can always sell it. You're not gonna get the same amount of money that you obviously bought it for, but you're gonna still make a little money. And there's always vehicles in these to buy. There's always parts. Don't mean that the parts are exactly for the vehicle that you're looking for. Because some vehicles, if you are doing certain missions, they do require their stock or factory parts. So sometimes you would have to run to one of the other stores or shops to get the right parts if your books do not have them, or the magazines don't have them. And you can buy brand new tires or used tires and everything. Like everything's either new or used. You can't buy anything junk, I guess to say. Except the books, or except vehicles, obviously. But I think that pretty much covers like the breakdown of the game, and we'll play a little more of it after a bit. But yeah, I think that pretty much gives us somewhat of a rundown. The game's a racing game, but also like a mechanic game. It's a mixture of both worlds, and it's decently fun to play. There's a lot of races, and when you get into like the drag racing and stuff like that, there's actual pink slip races. So if you lose the race, you lose your vehicle. If you win the race, you get their vehicle, kind of thing, and stuff like that. But that's gonna take a hot while to get to. So yeah. But with that being said, thank you guys for coming and watching my videos. I greatly appreciate you all. And if you are enjoying my videos and everything, like and subscribe. And always remember to live and enjoy your life. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.